Hello guys, welcome to the next video on Java for Beginners. In this video we're gonna be talking about the naming conventions. So you might be wondering why I name my class names, my variable names, my methods different, each of them in a different way. So there are again these naming standard ways of naming elements in your program that's followed by programmers around the world, and it's always the convenient way of naming things in your program. So let me just quickly take you through the naming standards. So the first thing is the class name. So um, whatever you name your source code, you always name it your class name. So it's better that you always name your source file as the class, as the name of the class that contains the main method. So here I've named my source file hello-world.java because hello-world is the class that contains the main method, but though it's not necessary. Yeah, coming back to the class name, it's always people chose to name the class name with the first letter as uppercase, so that is there. And if you have multiple words in your name, for example, if you could call this class as shared class, then you would name the second word's first letter as uppercase again, and that is called as camel casing. And there are different types of casing you can use to name your elements in your program. There is this camel casing, which we used right here. This is camel casing. There is again this Pascal casing that we use to name our methods. For example, how we named our getter, our setter, set color. So this is called as Pascal casing. The first first letter is always lowercase, but the second where its first letter is uppercase. So you can still read it clearly that it says set color. So that's Pascal casing. And then we have something called as snake casing as well. You can use that for your variables. I mean, people normally use them for variables. So you can say int default size equals 5. So when you have two different words to be named for a variable, then it's not valid to include a space, right, in a variable's name. So you can use underscore. So this is called as snake casing. And yeah, also I wanted to tell you about one more thing. So whenever you run your program from the command line, it's always a good habit to name your source files the name of the class which the main is present in. So that's why you always have to compile your source file like this, and it's the class, then it's the name of the class that contains the main function that we pass as an argument to the Java to execute a program. It's not the file name without extension. So that's another thing that you have to remember. And yeah, talking about naming the constants, you can always name the constants in uppercase, the whole thing in uppercase. So that's the convention followed. So that's all about naming your elements in your program. And see you guys in the next video. Thanks again for watching. Till then, take care, bye bye. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe.